Okay, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with wanting to better yourself, to wanting to improve, to wanting to make progress, maybe in the gym, maybe, your financials, making more money, improving your body, improving your health. These are perfect things. That's perfectly fine. But the problem is when you become obsessive. When you become obsessive and you just cannot be present no more. You cannot appreciate the small things in life. Okay, you always want more, 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 more. You're never really thankful for each day. Always looking tomorrow, always looking in the future. You can never really be thankful. You can never really be, present in the moment. You can never really be appreciative of the small things in life. Just the fact that you're alive, just the fact that you're breathing, just the fact that you've woken up today and maybe you drank water, maybe you had something to eat, you know, maybe you took a shower. This is life. This is life, boys. And I feel like we have a dopamine problem. Especially me, I have a dopamine problem. I feel like back in the day, I just felt happier. Happier. I felt happier, more content. And I was doing less things. This is why I say less is more. Less is definitely more. You definitely be more content just doing less. Doing less things. Only do a couple of things, a handful of things. It could be going out for a walk, taking the dogs out for a walk, having a good meal, something to eat, not spending too much time in front of a screen, not spending too much time on your phone, on your computer, watching TV, on social media, scrolling. Just be in nature, be outside. Let the sun hit your skin, let the sun hit your face. No wonder we're so depressed, man. Spending so much time in front of technology, on your phone, in front of screens all day. No wonder you're sad, no wonder you have a dopamine problem. I'm talking to myself as well. We weren't meant for this. We were meant to go outside. Okay? We were meant to invest in our relationships with your parents. Talk to your parents, talk to your siblings, ask how their day was. What has happened? What has happened to life? What has happened to family? What has happened to friendship and bondship and going outside and making, investing into your community and talking to people? What happened? What happened, man? This is why our generation, we're so messed up in the head. Okay, we were born in very difficult times. We were born in very, very, very difficult times. There has been no other generation that it has been more difficult to be happy, to be content, to find enjoyment out of life. No wonder so many young men are killing themselves. No wonder, we're so depressed. The system is out, against us. Okay, it's not helpful. It is not helpful. Technology was actually built for more connection, yet we're so lonely, yet we're so sad, yet young men feel like they have no one to talk to, yet young men feel like there's no community around them. Yeah, technology was built for connection, yet we've never been more isolated. This is why I'm completely against technology. And I'm really, really looking into just staying away from my phone, staying away from my computer as much as possible. This is the sort of life I want to, the sort of lifestyle I want to have, is where I'm really, just away from screens, away from sorry for the dog. I'm really sorry for the dog. There's nothing I can do. You're just gonna have to listen to it. Hopefully it's not too bad. But I just want to say I want to lead this lifestyle where I'm completely away from my phone, completely away from my computer, and just out there in the world, man. Just living life, not taking things too seriously, talking to people, just going for a walk, or maybe sports. I really like sports. I haven't played sports in so long. When I was a child, I used to play sports. I used to play football so much, every single day. I don't do that no more. I was so happy in my childhood days because I went outside, I played football, I had friends, I talked to people, I was away. Yes, I did play video games when I was young. I played a lot of FIFA. But most of my days were spent outside the house playing football. And I know, of course, you can't really do that anymore because you have responsibilities, you have jobs, and you need to pay the bills. But you can, there is a time of the day where you can do them sort of stuff, you know? It's not like you're working, 12 hours a day, unless you are. But there are times where you can just, play some sports, man. Or even go for a walk is enough, I feel like. Just any time away from social media and technology, I think that's just really productive and really good for your mental health. Yeah, boys.